Well, I've actually switched now from the Nutrisystem diet. I've gone low carb, and actually, eating just meat and just, low carb items, some vegetables, some salad, stuff like that, has actually helped quite a bit. My weight is starting to go down because one of the problems I was running into during the 2 weeks of this continued Nutrisystem is that I wasn't losing. I went from like my weight 0.6 to my weight 0.4 to my weight 0.2, and I was getting kind of discouraged. My weight has continued to go down now again since I started doing this low carb stuff. Plus another thing that's happened, and I'll show this to you if it focuses, this kind of where, this is my blood pressure. This is kind of where, this was on Nutrisystem. And now that I've started, keeping track again, because I stopped for a while, because like I said, I started to get discouraged. But the blue has started to normalize, so it actually is coming out good now to where it wasn't before. So like today, when I took it this morning, it was 124/85. So, I went from problem blood pressure to it kind of normalizing out. I'd like to see what this does to my A1C, and I should have my cholesterol checked, I guess, and just go from there. I did join the gym. I ran into a few problems with that. I tried to join the gym that was kind of close to me, still kind of far away, because I thought it had a pool, but its pool is actually under construction, and it's just full of bricks and dirt and everything else. So I actually had to join the same gym, but just a little bit farther away, in a different, which is nice because that gym's pool and everything else is kind of nicer than the one that I was going to go to. So I did swim, and I did do some walking on a treadmill. I did 2 miles, which started out this week. Started out Sunday. It is now Thursday. I've done that 3 days this week, but my legs are actually really hurting. My feet are actually really hurting, so I might give it a rest today, just to let my feet kind of heal up again and then start again, because I'm rubbing them, blisters and everything else. I need to give them a rest to kind of heal, so to speak. So but I did get tested out the Withings. I did have, I bought this because they were going to do the swimming thing, so I got in and I swam, and I was kind of disappointed because what it does is it didn't count strokes, it doesn't count distance at all, it counts time in the water. So time in the water moving, so it wasn't even the amount of time that I spent in the pool, it's the amount of, the amount of time I spent in the water swimming. So that's a little bit disappointing. So I might have to look at like a Garmin or something else that counts strokes, laps, and everything else, so to speak. So it's a little bit more expensive, but hey, I want to keep track of that too. So, but I got me a new blood pressure cuff, so an oximetry, which I can keep track of now and everything else, but it doesn't seem to fluctuate much. So like I said, I need to test my A1C and my cholesterol and see how those are as well right now. So anyway, hope y'all are doing great, and we'll talk to you more later.